How's it going, folks? It is Matt back with another DigiByte video. I got a lot of news to cover and not a whole lot of time to cover it on my end, so we're going to move through today's video fairly quickly. Today's video also gives you the opportunity to receive your first ever DigiAsset, so stay tuned toward the end of the video. More details on that will be coming. As always, this video is brought to you by ChangeAngel.io, the swap exchange for social good. If you've seen my most recent videos, I've been talking about the charity donation that ChangeAngel was giving, and I mentioned in my last video that it actually raised enough money to provide a freshwater well for a drought-stricken area. This article has been written, kind of giving some details on that. I'll provide a link to it in the description, but as you can see in the title, this is giving freshwater access to 2,000 people. So I just really wanted to stress that, get it out there, and really say thank you to anybody that purchased one of those tickets, because it's literally saving lives. 2,000 people will now have access to fresh water when they were, before this, unable to access fresh water. And as we all know, that's not a good thing. It leads to disease, dehydration, etc. So again, just wanted to say massive thank you to everybody that donated to this charity. And as pointed out toward the end of this article, stay tuned for the next charity drive, as ChangeAngel is already working on their next set of plans. So getting into the first bit of news, this is a tweet coming from AntumID. I've told you that they've been working hard behind the scenes on something big, exciting, and new coming. This is kind of a sneak peek tweet of what is coming up in the short term here. So they're saying soon, a big announcement for developers and all website owners. Every single website owner out there. Meanwhile, subdomain for DigiPassword, provided link right here, and we'll forward to the downloaded page for DigiID, AntumID, DigiID simple apps, DigiPassword plugins, etc. So big announcement coming from AntumID in the short term. Just can't wait to see what that is and provide you the details as they are relayed to me. Speaking of AntumID, they tweeted this out. This was an article that was written about the DigiPassword generator. If you're unfamiliar with it, I'll kind of show you how that works coming up in just a second. But I've clicked on this article. Again, I'll provide a link to it in the description, as I do not have time to fully go through all the details of it with you. But it is the world's first blockchain-powered password manager, created by a member of the DigiByte awareness team, Matthew, who is also the creator of or I guess he started the FPGA mining farm and issued those DigiAssets that I mentioned in my last video. So he's definitely been a very busy person over the past couple months, creating the DigiPassword application and starting this FPGA mining farm. So just wanted to say thank you for all of your efforts, sir. Also wanted to say thank you to AntumID for creating the plugin that allows his application to actually work. So for those of you unfamiliar with what this application is, what it does, it is a password generator. It does not store your password on your device. It doesn't store your password anywhere at all. It simply creates the password every single time you use it, and it has the ability to recreate the same password, allowing you to log into websites such as Facebook. So as you can see, I've downloaded the extension, and you can see this little DigiID logo up here in my extension bar. So to log in, all I need to do, click on that extension, pull out my cell phone with the DigiID application that Matthew created. I scan that QR code. I'll verify with my thumbprint to prove my identity, and then I send the password over to Facebook. And as you can see, if I get rid of it here, the password has automatically been copied into the password field, which will allow me to log into Facebook. Now, since this is a password generator, if you are going to use this application before you can use a new password, obviously you're going to have to log into your account, go to your settings, and change your old password to the new password that is generated by this application. Once you do that, you can log in just as easy, just as fast as you have just seen here. The password is automatically populated into the field for you, making it easy. The password is super long, super random, and ultimately super secure. So again, massive shout out to AntumID and Matthew from the DigiByte awareness team. It's a fantastic application, and I use it personally for the majority of the websites that I am logging into on a daily basis. So getting into the next bit of news, DigiByte has been listed on the BitTrue crypto exchange, as you can see from the Tron Weekly journal. Just wanted to say shout out to them. Thank you for continuously reporting on DigiByte updates. You're doing an amazing job, and can't wait to see what you write next. So DigiByte has been listed on BitTrue. There was actually a community vote held on Twitter. There was options DigiByte, IOTA, Dogecoin. I feel like there was one more, but I can't remember what it was. But anyway, DigiByte won that vote. BitTrue ended up listing DigiByte and IOTA. So it was nice on their part because it was kind of a close call, so to speak. So they ended up adding both of those assets. Again, shout out to BitTrue and thank you for your DigiByte support. Looking at BitTrue on CoinMarketCap, you can see in terms of 24-hour volume, they are ranked 57th in terms of daily volume. Sorry for coughing there. So it's a large exchange, and it's nice to see DigiByte continuously getting listed on these larger exchanges. Definitely hope to see those increases in volume that we all are hoping to see. I went to BitTrue's Twitter page, and I found it interesting. I've never really done a whole lot of research into BitTrue, so this kind of sparked my interest. But I see their cover photo here. The BitTrue Vault is coming soon, where they're offering users free cold wallet storage. That's an interesting concept. I'm not entirely sure if any other exchanges are offering that service to their users for free, but it's definitely a great idea. People do not want to leave their cryptocurrency on an exchange, even though a lot of people do. It's a terrible idea because exchanges are vulnerable to getting hacked. No matter what security levels there are, someone out there is more than likely capable of figuring it out and hacking that exchange. So the fact that they're going to offer their users free cold wallet storage is great. It's a fantastic idea, and it should maybe see more people start using the BitTrue exchange, knowing that their cryptocurrency is safely stored offline. One of the last things I wanted to mention before I talk about these DigiAssets that I'm going to be giving away, DigiByte is now supported on Now nodes. So Josiah Spackman talked about this in his most recent video, or maybe his second most recent video, I'm not sure. But anyway, so Now Nodes has officially created a public node for DigiByte. It's basically a peer-to-peer open full node, and it's a super node with 1 gigabyte free to be used by our network or any third party that wants a fast node. The RPC node is also a super node with 1 gigabyte speed for free, and it's going to be used in the instance of exchanges. So what exactly does that mean? It means that third parties or exchanges can now use the Now node instead of setting up their own node. It kind of eliminates a step on their end, makes it a little bit easier to integrate DigiByte. So it's a fantastic thing, and I wanted to say thank you to Now Nodes. So getting into the DigiAsset that you guys can receive if you have the Android version of the DigiByte mobile wallet. So I had a DigiByte community member send me 1,500 of these assets. Now, they do not have monetary value. It's more so of an awareness thing. As you can see in the description of this asset, he created this asset in honor of his daughter to show gratitude for her team at St. Jude's in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm creating this digital asset for retinoblastoma awareness. It's a childhood cancer of the retina that often robs children of their sight and can even take their life. Around 300 children in the United States are diagnosed with it each year, and it's usually found and diagnosed before they turn 2. Retinoblastoma has hardly any symptoms at first. It can be noticed if a pupil appears white or gold when a light is shined into their eye. You may catch a glow in pictures and even in a dim room when the sun is shining through it just right. Sometimes there is a lazy eye, so please share the awareness and take your child to the pediatrician if you notice anything suspicious. So again, this DigiAsset is simply for awareness of retinoblastoma. I thought it was a fantastic idea, and it's cool early on in the days of DigiAssets for people to be able to receive one, send one, and just kind of get a feel for how DigiAssets works. So if you are interested in receiving one of these awareness DigiAssets and you have the DigiByte mobile version for Android, feel free to leave your receiving address in the description below, and I will send you a couple of these assets so that you can receive your first DigiAsset. And if you have any friends with a mobile wallet, you can send them to them as well. just to continue to spread the awareness about retinoblastoma and, again, spread the awareness about DigiAssets at the same time. So again, leave your receiving address in the description below and I will send you a couple of these DigiAssets. So that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, like it, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later.